fall apart. This is the most unexpected turn of my life. Right now, to be honest, I don't know how to feel. I have my moments when I'm alone, but every time I think of these three children, I say I cannot put a face on anything. Well, 5 months ago, we stood before you, 85% of us here today at this Eagle Rock Baptist Church. We welcome you on my daughter's birthday, 18th birthday, with Mr. Rick Knapp. He was beside me, welcoming our guest. Now I can see familiar faces. It's really difficult because today I'm right here standing and he's here in front of me. A lot of you have known how our lives went from 1991. I met Rick in 1990. I don't know if you recall in Bayanihan, it's like a club. Back then we used to call that disco. But now, young relatives, young nieces and nephews, it's called club. He just loved to dance. When I first met him, he said, you know, a few months ago, I joined a dance contest. I danced with the Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Was that by Vanilla Ice? And he won second place. I said, man, I can't believe you had an idiot. So since I met him, week after week, even Friday, we started dating and we just loved to dance. I was living in Coronado Terrace with my aunts, Mama, Auntie Saseng, who played a major part in our lives with Rick, and Tita Soli, whom I love dearly like my second mother. The first time he used to call me for the first week, there was no cell phone yet, no caller ID, no voicemail, nothing. So Mama, Auntie Saseng, had to tell me every single day, can you please call him back? That guy, I said, who's that guy? The guy, can you please tell Jojie Rick called? The following day, can you please tell Jojie Rick called? So a week later I called him, and the rest was history. We had so much fun. We had so much fun with my dear friends who's here, who are here today also. Brenda and Noel, my best friend Malu from Texas. All of you, I can't remember some of the names as I look. Played a major part, and he became friends with my friends, not because I'm their friend, but because he was really, really nice to them. And not to mention Soraya. In my early years, they know him, and Fernando. My friends love him. I have no doubt my friends love him. Now, I've been hearing a lot of things, and a lot of you have been touched by Rick. And the major one that I gathered from reading testimonies, blogs, posts on Facebook was, you can imagine how great he was as a father. And even my own sisters were saying, he's better than me. He just loved to take care of them. He's a hands-on dad. I've seen a lot of dads, but he's a different ballgame. If you leave the kids to be babysat because we're going somewhere, once you say, what time are you picking them up? I'm telling you, that very moment he's going to pick up his kids and say, it's okay, I'll just take care of them. Many times it happened. I said, they're just asking questions. He's very, very overprotective of them. I think a lot of people know that. This time, he used to joke, gee, if I go, cremate me. I always tell him, I'm not going to cremate me, you're not going to know. He said, no, listen to me, cremate me. I said, no, I'm going to bury you. We had some difficulties. Of course, who don't? But overall, in the last 20 years, if you think I don't know you, I know you. Especially the Gulf family who's here today. I know all of you. The Weeses, He never stopped talking about you guys. If you think I don't know you, I know you. I can recall a lot of events or situations in which he would say he wanted to see you guys. He just loved the Diaz family. Thank you for being here. He just loved the Agasa family. And he loved my family. I feel so numb right now. I didn't prepare anything because I just want to share something to all of you. What I wrote that shocked the Moron community. He's known by the Moron community also. And I wrote this. Farewell, Mr. Rick Knapp, aka Ricky, as his grandparents fondly called him. Ricky Boy, Eklok, Richard, the father of my 3 children, Lindsay Ann, whom he was always saying that even though she looked like me, he would say, no, he looked like me. Only her eyebrows look like you, that's why you thought you looked like her. But I think she looked like me. The second one, our singer, Rick Ligan, my beautiful daughter. Last year he told me, I don't like to say this. I know everyone in my family called her La Ching after their grandmother. She's Chinese. That she looked like her 100%. But now, she's starting to look like you, but the fine version. I said, why did you say that? Finally you admit it. He said, because of the lips, the eyes. She's beautiful. So I said, you're saying I'm beautiful? So, a lot of you know us. We are a fun couple. Anywhere we go, we're just like fun. We have our moments, but overall, we love to share a lot of stuff with other groups. And the family just loved to travel. Rick loved to travel. We had done road trips from Los Angeles to Florida, Los Angeles to Seattle. We had traveled to Mexico just by road trip. If I book a plane for a plane trip, he would say, no, I love to drive. He loved to drive the kids. And on our way to whatever the destination, he would prepare an interactive game so they know what is the capital of this state, what is the best product from this state, and so forth and so on. Rick is a very intelligent man. I have to give that to him. Most of our friends from college, from UP, they would always visit when every time they had a road trip, they would whisper at me and say, you know what? He has intact knowledge. He always had something to say during our trip about the river, about the road, about the building. He's very, he has so much. I'm not going to wonder he has a book, crossword puzzle, and he can finish that in one shot. He would go in the bathroom and have the book, then when he came out, it's all done. And I said, oh boy, you just love to do that. And he had written me letters. Rick had written me a lot of letters. He's an eloquent speaker. He is very deep. When I read it, up to now, I say, man, this man can write from the heart. But then in legal matters, he would toss it to me and say, you read it, you're better than me on this one. Like I said, you can write, you can read. No. When it comes to this, like books or whatever matters, he gives it to me. Now, here's the person who gave me laughter and tears for decades. The funny dad, the cool friend, the street smart, and the sweet, thoughtful, and kind to many. And to me, he was my beginning to the most important part of my life when I became a mother. Rick, your journey was my journey. Your fight was my fight. And when I stood by my man, I knew I did my best. I knew it. Then we chose 2 separate paths, and at the end, I still chose to walk you up to the finish line. That's why I'm here. Rick, I don't know what to tell you. You will always be my kid's hero. Rest in peace, Rick. You were so tired He was with me last year and we talked a lot. And he would always say, maybe I'll just go, maybe this, it's really weird now. And I said, don't talk like that. Everyone, each and everyone has their share in life in which they felt, it's really rough. We're gonna get through this. So I say in this moment, it's time to go home to him. I will take care of your children. Lindsay, as we finally called Lynn. Rick Liana, as we finally called Liet. And you're the second, Richard Carlo, whom we finally called, he's shaking his head like, no, don't say it. Bokyo or Okyo, after their grandparents named him after their other grandpa in the Philippines. Thank you for the memories, Rick. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving your children. Thank you for loving each and every one in the family. And on behalf of my family, also I'd like to mention to my Castillo and Orca family, you've been great. I love you all. I can't thank you enough. He's very much showered by the love you give, a genuine love for Rick. And Auntie Carol, a beautiful eulogy. As we say, you are not just my sister-in-law. You always tell me you're my sister and you are my friend. I can't see you because Rick's thing is covering. You always say I'm too small. And the best one, thank you for making me strong, Rick. I will have my moments, I'm pretty sure. And thank you for the love. And before I leave the podium, I also would like to thank my two sisters. My Arthur and my teacher. Without them, I think I'm also like, they're the one giving me this courage. They always say, and I was touched, my two sisters said, even though these rough times happened, Rick was not just our brother-in-law, Rick was our brother.